Have you read Digimon Liberators? If you haven't, I would highly recommend it. It's a welcoming comic, well, not really welcoming comic, but it's a very friendly comic for Digimon TCG, introducing like new decks, new characters, new mechanics into the TCG. And we haven't really reached far into like the series, we're only like what, 4 chapters in, 5? But the story's been pretty good, the battles especially. Oh my goodness, it's just amazing. How's it going everyone? Sanada Yuki here. Personal hobby sharer in a way in TCG video games, I guess. Level 1 One Piece judge, that's have to be pointed out, and today we shall share a deck from Arisa Kinosaki from the Digimon Liberators comic. It's gonna be interesting. Also, beware spoilers for those who hasn't read it yet and don't wanna, be spoiled about the story so far, because what's going on is I'm gonna go through the story that recently came out. Not really recently, depending on when the video came out, but recently they showed the battle between Arisa and Vi, or Violent in Boots, where it's just amazing, and it's just they did pretty good with their Liberator website, where they have a column that goes through the battles, like details of like, okay, this is what happened, what's their hand, and also they have a side novel, which I would recommend you reading that too. It's pretty interesting. Thanks to the website, the column for the review, we see that Arisa here runs an aggro puppet deck that just, charge the opponent. Who cares? Headstrong. Now, they don't give the exact number of cards, like how many copies of this card she has, and according to the website, it's just like as you see here. It's like some cards are excluded from it. So we see what they showed so far. Also, if you don't want to go through the tiny details of what's going on in the story, feel free to skip to this timestamp and you'll see the deck, definitely. And of course, there's a link in the description. Anyways, here we go. Alright, DJ of choice is Kyaromon, which it has inherited effect of when attacking, draw 1 if you have another Digimon. So you kind of want to fill the board, draw 1 every time you attack, which is not bad, and this is a starter deck one that's going to come out pretty soon. I'm not 100% sure when the starter deck 17 and 16 comes out, but we will see. Next is Junkmon, which is basically what I call a protection Digimon, because it has the decoy puppet trait skill and the inherited effect of Barrier. Arisa here also runs a Tobu Catmon. It's a Digimon, basically it's a, what's it, in training rookie champion level Digimon that is base jamming, inherited effect of Barrier. So a good amount of Barrier once you get your Digivolve line going. So she also have 2 kinds of Pawn Chessmon in her deck. These are the new Pawn Chessmons that come in, is EX5 starter? I don't remember anymore. But the white one has on play by trashing a card with puppet trait, draw 2, which help you, cycle your cards in your hand, dig through. If there's a dead card in your hand, just trash it. And then the black one, it has 2 skills, blocker, and on deletion by trashing a card with puppet trait, draw 2. So they are similar in its own way. One is to utilize when you are attacking on your offense, the other one is on defensive. Next card, of course, is the mascot of the deck, Shumon! This cute little guy, I love it. Its permanent effect, if it will digivolve into a Digimon with a puppet trait, reduce the cost by 1, and also has an inherited effect of when attacking, reduce all of opponent's security Digimon power by 3000. And actually, I don't think that's when attacking, I think I read it wrong, it's your turn. Which is good, it helps with the aggro. Next is the next level of Shumon, Shumon. And now when I first heard of this name, I thought Digimon is like running out of ideas for names. But at least it's not like Pokemon, Pokemon is like what? Varum. Varum is what? It's just an engine with the Mexican Spanish sound effect of room. I mean, yeah, who cares? I love Pokemon, don't get me wrong. I still like Pokemon, although recently it seems like they're kind of running out of ideas. Especially Varum is one of them. But I don't need that community to go after me. Anyways, Shumon here that she played has an effect to let you play the Arisa Tamer card for free when it digivolves, if you have one or like no Tamer in field. So it's not bad to fill up your board, to help fill up your board with a Tamer. And then the inherited effect is also similar to Shumon before it, another 3000 DP reduction to security cards, which is not too bad. 6000, that's a good amount. Now, we will level up more to the next level, Chaperomon. Is that how you pronounce the name? Honestly, I have no idea. So this one here has a new skill of Overclock with the Puppet trait. Overclock states, at the end of the turn, by deleting one of your tokens or Puppet trait Digimon, you can attack a player without suspending. It also has another effect to play it when it digivolves, okay? To play a level 3 Puppet Digimon from your hand for free. It's inherited effect, by the way. It's like a self-decoy Puppet trait, where it deletes another puppet to keep it alive. So it's not technically decoy, it's definitely like its own shield protection when it's, you know what I mean. Now the final level for Shumon, the ace and star of the ball, Sendrilmon, takes the stage. A strong Digimon with the Overclock skill, and a couple of other effects. At the start of your main phase and when it's digivolving, you may play a familiar token. And when attacking, it reduces an opponent's Digimon DP by 6000. And the final card in the picture here we have is a blocker Pandamon. I think this is the first Pandamon card we have, but it's on deletion. You play a level 3 Puppet Digimon for free actually. It doesn't have to be Puppet, it's just level 3 Digimon. So it's not too bad. Once again, the site gives us good detail of the field, so here's how it looks like. Story goes, Arisa is starting first. Here's what her hand and security looks like, and oh look! More cards for the deck are revealed. She has a Shin Monzaimon in her hand. Shin Monzaimon here has Armor Purge. It has an effect of when it's played or digivolves by placing a level 5 or lower card with Puppet trait or Numemon in its name from your trash at the bottom of this Digivolution card. Recovery 1 from your deck. Ah, look at that! Another arsenal for the meta Numemon deck. How fun! And if you pay attention to the security here, you see there's another card here. This one is X-Tyrannomon. Look at how cute in the claw machine he looks like. Oh. This mon also has Armor Purge and the Barrier inherited effect. Now, back to the battle. Turn 1. Arisa digivolves Kyaromon to Junkmon and then Tobukatmon. You know, just leaving 2 memory for V, ending her turn, but she has a jamming Digimon ready to go for next turn. Now, according to the story, V plays 3 Musketeer decks. So she has Kapurimon, digivolve to Toyagumon, and then she hard plays Deputymon for 5 memory. Then she managed to add one of her 3 Musketeer, which is Magna Kidmon, to her hand and trash the rest. Golly, I cannot speak today. Now it's Arisa's turn, 2 with 3 memory. She takes out Tobukatmon from the beginning area, of course. What to do with jamming? Attack? Who cares? Tobukatmon survives the security check, and then she evolves Tobukatmon to Pandamon to Shin Monzaimon, which is aggressive, don't you think? Level 6 at turn 2. That's pretty good. And then my turn next is... I'm not trying to go too much into detail with the story, but it's kind of important to know what happened in the story and kind of how she plays a little bit. So, with V's memory at 4, brought out Toyagumon, digivolve to Tankmon. Tankmon effect, digivolves the Shin Monzaimon, bringing to Pandamon, which is sad. If only Barrier can protect it from digivolving, but it cannot. Also, you might be thinking, why didn't Arisa recovery 1 with Shin Monzaimon? Well, it's just the start of the game. She has nothing in her trash to put underneath, so no recovery, that's one. And then, V, not all of a sudden, we know she had Magna Kidmon in her hand. And Deputymon lets it digivolve to that Magna Kidmon for 6. Digivolves KOs the Pandamon with the option that she used, because Magna Kidmon lets you use an option card for free when it digivolves. Pandamon deleted, she played excuse me, Pandamon Elite, she play a Shumon. Now you might be wondering, why did Pandamon not have barrier, or why did Arisa not use the barrier? I mean, it's a choice, cause barrier you have to trash. Is it trash or add your security to your hand? One of them to keep it alive. So, in a way, sometimes it's smarter to just let it die instead of keeping it and risking your security. And I guess what happens here is Arisa knows that the Three Musketeer deck is an aggro deck as well that can attack big. Which actually happens because end of turn, Magna Kidmon reloaded the Chaos Triangular into the bottom of the Digivolution card. And then it just attacks at the end of the turn for 2 security check and 15,000 DP, leaving Arisa at 3 security. Then Arisa hatched Kiaromon, Digivolve to another Shumon, Shumon to Shushumon, which lets her play the Tamer, and then Shushumon will go into Chaperamon, which plays Ponchesmon, gives it Rush from the new Tamer. The Tamer, if you didn't notice, is one that set memory to 3 start of her turn. Also, if she played a puppet, she can rest the Tamer to give it Rush. She gave the Ponchesmon Rush, and with smart decisions, she let Chaperamon attack first, which then defeats the security check, whatever it was, I don't remember. Then Ponchesmon attacks, triggers the option security, their Blitz, which KOs Ponchesmon. On the plus side, if Arisa attacked first with Ponchesmon, it might be a different story. Then feeling under pressure, you see Magna Kidmon, and then you see a Tankmon that's ready to Digivolve again. She's like, okay, let's play smart here. She plays Pandamon, which is hard-casted, hard play. So for most situations, you want to leave your opponent's memory low. But for situations like this, Pandamon is kind of the best option. Blocker, and when it's deleted by a skill or by anything, as long as deleted, plays another 3 costs. Level 3. V, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Plays a big boy Gandramon, cleaning the board with Piercing. And then playing Machine Dramon, which is a tough blocker. Big one. Yes, Arisa will be given like 7 memory. But, considering the board state, Arisa seems helpless. So here is the board, okay? If you see here, the board, this is V here, here's Arisa's. Not the best, right? A huge blocker in Gandramon is tough. But then, if you notice, security checks in Digimon TCG is what makes it fun and interesting. So, with that final attack, everything goes off. Magna Kidmon, end of turn. 2 more security checks. Arisa is down to 0, but her last security check before her turn starts. Wonder Stomp. Activate his main to draw 1 and play level 3. And she plays Junkmon. Now Arisa has 2 mons on the battle area. See? So now she's gonna Digivolve Shumon to Shushumon again, and then to Chaperamon. But this one is different. This one reduces an opponent's DP, the Digimon, one of their Digimon's DP. And because the many Digimon on the field, both in V side, Arisa side, which is 3 more, total is 6,000 DP reduction. Then Arisa chooses Giga Dramon, so Giga Dramon is now 1,000. Attacks with Junkmon, but then V blasts Digivolves to Billstarmon, Ace not to mention. Using its effect to attempt to delete the board, using Hurricane Screw Shot, I think that's what the card is. But she forgot that Junkmon has decoys, so it just deletes itself, protects Chaperamon. So the attack is basically cancelled. Now, just to point out, remember, Billstarmon Ace Digivolve from Giga Dramon, which has his DP reduced by 6,000 already. Because Billstarmon Digivolve on top of it, it still took over the 6,000 DP reduction, bringing it down to 5,000 DP. Arisa then, makes a smart gamble. She's at 3 memory. She pays 4 memory to Digivolve the Chaperamon into Sandramon, who is the star of the ball. I think I've said that too many times, but people will think, oh, is that 1 memory at V side, now she cannot attack. Remember, overclock, and when Digivolving for Sandramon, place the token. Overclock kicks in. delete the token. The token's deleted, it reduces something by 3k. I think she selected the blocker Gundramon, and then she was able to attack big on attacking. She when attacking reduced another card by 6000 DP reduction. Bilstermon Ace was chosen, now it's at 0, gone. Overflow kicks in. And V, of course, panicking, not really panicking, protecting security with a blocker. Block with the Gundramon and then protect it and gain a memory. So Arisa now has 2 memories out of back to 3 again, which is not too bad. Has Arisa used another Wonder Stomp for 2, play Pawn Chessmon giving it rush, go charge for security again, then attack with Sendramon for another security check. They're both at 0 security, which is, wow, this, if you read it in detail, it's really tense battle. Like, dang. Now Arisa has no more monsters to attack with. So what she do? She just plays Junkmon for 3. V is like, why did you do that? Forgetting that overclock is not a once per turn, and it's still the end of Arisa's turn, she can do it one more time. She deletes Junkmon, attacks with Sendramon for game. That is... I think I went on a bit of a tangent there, trying to explain the story. Not the best way to explain the story, even with the pictures. But, anyways, with that story and with the website, we have what I made here, a list of her deck. Okay, now, this is about 70% correct in my opinion of the deck. Ratios may be off. The numbers may be off. There's some cards, like I say, is not. Some of them are not included in the story, so I have to add in a few. So like you see here, I add 2 promo Shumons, 2 promo Shumons, and also 4 more Arisa Tamers, 2 of each kind that helps with cost reduction and whatever. But yeah, and also one more thing, I also added Yellow Scramble from the new LM set, which is not even out yet, but one day. And yeah, so it's definitely an interesting battle. The deck is interesting. I just love how it just goes like, okay, attack, 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 play, attack, delete, bah. It's just something it's not something I want to make. I am gonna build the deck. I am already trying to plan how to build the deck. Not precisely the way it's like in the comics, but I'm thinking of something that I can work with. So I've been trying to figure out what to put in the deck, what cards I want to put in, ratios, whatever. Because it's coming out soon in September. September is going to come up fast. But yeah, what do you think about the deck? It's definitely interesting. And if you give the Liberators comic a read, I'll give a link to the website, to Liberators website. You can choose to read the novel, side story, which has its own charms. It's not like comic. It's still like you have to read text, a lot of text. But it's a good side story, in a way. And yeah, let me know. Would you make changes to the deck? What cards would you put in? Let me know down in the comments if you want to recreate. If you want me to try recreate Shoto's deck or Vice deck, let me know. I might be able to do it. Like, we have the resources for it. We have the comic, the column reviews, and all that. Anyways, I hope you take care of yourselves. I'm Sanada Yuki. Have fun. And just, you know what? Have a blast. Have fun playing any TCG you like. Dueling out there is definitely fun. Anyways, take care. Bye.